Connect my headphones. Thank you.
Too much movement.
Moves it meant.
Moves to the mint.
I didn't mean to moves the meant.
You're too mean to move. No.
Meanie.
Sometimes, Robert, think. Just a friendly tip.
Just the friendly tip.
Oh my god. Never gets old.
Never gets old.
The tip, I mean.
Ew.
Stay fresh.
Stay. Ew. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. This can be cut out.
Nope.
Could being the word.
It's a
the
choice.
Keyword, yeah.
This is all a choice. So what you're hearing is actually
you choosing.
Yeah.
This stupid line of reasoning.
Try this.
So how was the old Nishi, the whiskey?
It's actually good. Like really good. It's got that burning sort of after thing, like if you eat something spicy, but it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to try it?
Yeah, good. Since it's on the show. So whiskey is not my jam. Like it's one of those cool things like smoking that you can do to be cool.
But this is Japanese whiskey, so it's like the beginner's thing. You're supposed to savor it.
Yeah, I savored.
Like just
it's actually not that bad.
Right?
Like yeah, I've had some like really
the
nice
fancy
whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
and they're like it's so good and this and that and you're just like it tastes like nausea.
Yeah.
Like if nausea had a flavor, this would be it.
Mixed with gasoline.
Actually, this one isn't that bad. Like
right?
It's not something that I think drink, but I wouldn't die from. Oh yeah, the heat is very nice.
The heat is on. But yeah, no, that's the cool thing about it. Like
yeah, it was
you sip on it and like it feels very adult.
Yeah, I think that's the only whiskey besides Jack and Coke that doesn't qualify as a whiskey every time you mention it. That I can,
especially when you say Jack and Coke.
Yeah, no, but I meant just Jack.
yeah.
Even Jack, they're like, mm-mm.
No, but Jack is horrible. Like, really, this is good. Jack is only good with Coke.
With Coke,
yeah.
Cocaine,
right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Liquid cocaine,
like everything.
Nice touch. So, friends, welcome back to the Sketchbook Heroes episode, where we say things that we regret later in life.
Always.
This is episode, I was going to say 200 for some reason, but 181.
Yes.
With me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
And on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about
Japanese whiskey
and collaborations.
Yeah.
And how they can impact your creative existence now.
Or will they? Or won't they?
Yeah.
Or find out.
We're going to dive into that and then, see where that lead takes us. Where that...
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
Where
what we said last time in the beginning,
yeah,
that applies.
Exactly.
Here.
All of that. All that.
So if you're a new listener, that applies.
Yeah. So go back and listen to the previous one.
Just for like a couple of minutes and then come back to this one.
Yeah.
Just to get the context.
And also, don't forget to rate the podcast on Spotify. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if you go into the Sketchbook Heroes sort of start page on Spotify, you'll find a rating, like a number.
Exactly. You'll discover that.
Click that number and then you'll get the option to actually put in the stars because it's not super obvious how to rate. So, I showed Sana this just last night.
You took her phone and just rated it for
Yes,
her.
I actually had to.
Oh, you like the show 5 stars? Oh, my God.
Wow, thank you, honey. And we will also be talking episode 7 of Peacemaker. We will be talking the finale of the Boba of the Not So Fett. And I've also seen some stupid movies that maybe I'll talk about. We'll see.
I've seen Venom 2, so I can put my 2
you've
cents
seen Venom too?
Joke never
I
gets
saw Venom
old.
and then Ilias saw Venom too. Oh man, yeah. I had to. So how you been?
It's been good. Nothing to report because it feels, although it's been a week this time, still feels like we were here yesterday.
Did you guys do anything for sort of Valentine's or?
Yes, for the kids. We try not to put that pressure on each other because it sucks. So we just did something for the kids. When I say we, my wife loves doing things for other people.
Yeah.
I don't care about other people, apparently. She made me realize. No, but she just like, she bought a couple of small gifts, like nothing expensive. And she just, you know, like hung some like little hearts up on
Why?
every time.
Every Monday.
So she put up like hearts and stuff, you know, when the kids came like downstairs, they would be met by these little hearts sort of up on the wall with like some little wrapped gifts.
Kind of like Christmas, I guess.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
with
But
hearts.
like with a little, like some candies and some stuff, you know, for
Okay.
Valentine's. Like
Oh, but that's cute.
thematic candy, yeah.
My mom was really big on that too. Like I think she
Yeah.
just wanted to like celebrate every chance she got.
Yeah.
So we always got like a little gift for Valentine's, which I thought was really cute. But I've never been a big fan.
Of any of these things.
No.
No. Same.
So, but yeah, we did a little staycation again, me and wifey. So I rented a hotel room in the Old Town, which was really nice. Like I've always wanted to live in Old Town in Stockholm, Gamla stan. Yeah, we just took the opportunity to sort of get away from the hamsters and have dinner, and then got engaged and
What?
yeah. Yes.
You did what now?
Yes.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's
Congrats, man.
thanks, dude. So now it's
Kept it in.
yeah. I was like,
Son of a bitch.
how do I break this to like the best man? I guess.
Don't get married. Don't put that pressure on me.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're gonna do I guess the simple way, kind of like what you guys
we
did.
Escape.
Yeah.
Run away.
and then just have sort of a party with
Yeah,
friends.
dude. Yeah, we
at
didn't
some
even
point.
do that.
No.
Like, we didn't even do rings.
No, we're gonna go looking for rings at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was so random. Like seriously, I wanted to ask her what her favorite song was. So I just said, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. And she's like, what, to get married? I'm like, yes, of course. And then she's like, what, are you serious? And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I have been thinking about that for a while, actually. So she's like, so are you asking me to marry you? And I'm like, yeah. Do you want to get married? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh.
And it's like, okay, so I guess
That
guess
didn't
we're
go-
guess we're getting married. And then that became like the whole thing.
So her favorite song became Marriage.
Yeah. So thank you, Lenny Kravitz. But like that's what I loved about it, because I'm a very traditional dude at heart, like a big romantic, and I always had this like huge plan of a proposal and like.
Yeah, if you can nerd down, I can totally see that
Yeah.
it's your thing. Yeah, it
Because
doesn't matter what.
like I've seen way too many stupid sappy love movies in my time.
I've just seen like early Ryan Reynolds movies.
Yeah,
all of
pretty
them.
much. One is called The Proposal.
The proposal.
Yeah.
Terrible. Ryan Reynolds.
But this was perfect in that way, where it's just so casual and just like we just discussed our way into a proposal. And yeah, so that's
Gotta
happening.
print you. Gotta make you a shirt that says "Wild Card." Like, what's your favorite song? And then you're just like, okay,
There you
life-changing event.
Yes. So that was good.
Very cool.
But yeah, I mean, apart from that, it's been a really, really busy week. Just work. Haven't had time to do anything really. I think I've been working until like 7 or 8 o'clock almost every night.
Mhm.
So, and then a no-show on Friday.
Son of a
Which-
bitch.
Yeah, yes. It's the worst. It's so disrespectful. It's crazy. And like it happened last week, but that client sort of rectified it immediately and wanted to sort of give me even more money and was so embarrassed because he forgot. Whereas this one just totally ghosted me and just still hasn't gotten back to me.
We're
So
Casper on your ass.
it's so
Son of a bitch.
so frustrating. Like it still hurts thinking about it. It's just like, seriously, not even like I'm sorry. like I can't afford it or whatever.
Whatever. It's all fine. Like, we all understand, like, the shortage of money at certain times of the year or life, you know.
Exactly. And I mean, the only form of communication we've had has been through Instagram, so DMs. So when I went in to write where she was, I could see that she was active. Like the green dot was there and it says active, which means she is on the gram.
The gram, yeah.
So when I sent it, I know that she got the notification because it's an open DM. I wouldn't go to the request
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. No, you've talked before, so
yes. So, yeah, it's so, like, and this is a grown woman with 2 kids and all of this.
Oh,
like,
shit. Okay.
It's just like, she's behaving like a 15-year-old, you know? It's just, yeah. That was my little rant. Sorry. But that did open up Friday, which was kind of nice. So I went to visit the old buddies at Huckleberry and just really nerded out with Johan about Star Wars and Peacemaker and all this. So that was really, really nice. And but that's the only thing I've done this week. It's sad, really.
Is it really, though?
Apart from getting engaged, I guess.
Yeah, that little detail.
Yeah.
Because like life was so hectic last year that like since the Christmas break up until like now, I've only just played video games at night and just like relaxed. Only done my work, day job, and then just getting home and chillaxing. And now I was really looking forward to the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, the follow-up, Horizon Forbidden West. So I was like, video games. And I was like, I'm going to relax, like, and just take the first quarter of the year, like, relaxed. And now I have 4 gigs lined up that I need to figure out how to fit on top of regular work. And I was like, and they're all good opportunities. And I'm like, fuck.
But this is what it always is.
Yeah, no,
it can never be
always,
just
but it's never
one.
Never in the beginning of the year for me, though.
No,
like, it's usually October, around there where people are like, we got to do everything before Christmas. Now it's like, it happened then and it's happening again now. Old clients and new clients, they're all like, hey, we need work. And you're like, fuck. And they're good, like really good opportunities where I don't have to hassle too much. And I think the work is easy enough not to kill me.
Yeah.
But still, it's work that needs to be done. So I need to plan my life for the next...
Yeah, but the thing, because like if you look at just the one of those 4 jobs, that's a simple enough thing. But it is all 4 becomes a shit ton of work, So
yeah,
like,
and I'm already a full-time artist that kind of has a lot to work.
Yeah, exactly.
To do it work.
So now it's that juggling act again. Like, how many balls do you want to fondle?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Fondle them without crashing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. But like I said, like we joked about outside of the podcast, like, oh, poor. So like, oh, we got,
us.
Exactly. Yeah. We got jobs.
Oh
no.
no.
Sympathy, please.
Oh no.
Can somebody? Yeah, exactly. Can somebody please play the world's tiniest violin for us?
I hear it. I definitely hear it. That's not how the intro goes.
But yeah, thank you for listening. And
yeah, don't forget to rate.
Siri,
and,
play the intro song.
Play the intro song, Siri.
So disappointing.
Siri, you suck.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, play the intro. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Siri does not deliver.
Okay, I'll just play it. There you go.
Okay, fine.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. They haven't changed at all. Failing sketchbooks every night, getting fed away they try. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any life. Sketchbook hero.
And we're back.
Ah. Welcome back.
Well, welcome back. And today we are talking about doing stuff with stuff.
Yeah, somebody actually requested this. I know that because I read it in the Discord. Albert Fisk. That is his name.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Albert Fisk requested this on the Discord.
Oh, cool.
Thank for you, us to talk about.
Bert.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just had to laugh. No, but requested the topic. So, yeah, let's just dive straight into it and see sort of like what would be the benefits of collaborating with other artists, what opportunities that could open up to, and
and kind of like what else can you do?
Yeah,
with other people, I guess. Oh man, yeah.
So what kind of collaborations could one do?
Yeah, more or less. Cool.
And that's basically whatever your imagination kind of can spawn, I guess.
Yeah. And this is, like every other episode, very improvised. So
what?
Yeah, take it away.
No, but seriously, the ones that I've done are either that I draw something, and then some other artist either draws, something like additional to my drawings. I'll send them either a sketch and they color it, or I send them like one part of the painting, and then they paint the rest of it, or whatever.
And I think that's the only collaboration I've done, like apart from the stuff we've kind of done growing up. But I was a part of...
we haven't done that, though, as grown-ups.
No.
Is weird.
Yeah, we should at some point.
Yeah.
No, I did something called the Airmail project.
Oh, I remember that one.
And so that was actually... We did it twice because it was so nice. No, the whole idea was just to collaborate with artists around the planet. And so... Each artist started a piece, and then they sent that to somebody else in a different country, and they continued it, and then they sent it to a third one that finished it. So I think we were 12 artists, and everybody sent 2-3 different people.
Very cool.
Which created a lot of really cool, very unique pieces of art. It was a really cool concept, and I wish it would have become like bigger.
Bigger, yeah.
But just cool to collaborate with really random artists around the world. But that, I guess, is kind of the only big collaboration thing that I've done.
That you've done, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll probably talk more about what I would like to do or dreams and stuffs. But yeah. So how did you go about getting? Doing the collaboration.
I just asked.
Did you wanted to do something with that artist, or like?
Yes.
So
or they posted some art that I enjoyed, and I was like, you got to let me color this, or whatever. And I think I've done it. Like just the coloring part, I've completed most of them. There's one that I never finished, but I have the Chabe Escalante, Mexican artist. She drew these awesome simplified characters, and her sketches were gorgeous. So that's one that I did. It was the Back to the Future one. She had a jacket on
with the back.
With the back, with you see the back of the jacket.
Yeah, that was cool.
So that's one, and then we have Le Bon Leal, the sketchbook that I ordered recently. The one that I showed you. The girl with the knuckles.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dusters.
Yeah.
So that one is another collaboration. I was like, you gotta let me just grab a piece of your any sketch, and just let me color it. So that was another one, and then we have Phillips that I did a collab with, but he never finished his.
Oh, really?
I think he got just I finished mine quickly, and I sent him just add your character.
I remember that.
Because I sent him a sketch, because he was like, oh, what are we going to do for the collaboration? And I was like, I'm thinking of two characters sort of facing off. They're just looking the weigh-ins at UFC and stuff, where people just look at each other, the press conference before the fight.
Trying to look badass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was going to draw this lady, this badass lady that was like smaller and, still like muscle, but more like Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
And then he would draw like this bigger character, like looming over her. And we did start. I finished mine, and I think it's even on Instagram. Maybe my old one. But he never finished his.
Hope you're listening,
Phillips. No, but the cool thing about collaborations though is, one, like if we go back and look at things we've talked about in the recent episodes, like ideas, and just generating cool stuff, creating opportunities for yourself, and maximizing sort of like the amount of eyes on your work. When you post, you create something from scratch, you just have your audience, the people that are already following you to show. But if you work together with someone, they might have, a greater impact. Like, so his like close followers might become your close followers as well.
I mean, you're always going to get something from it.
Yeah. So there's that. There's also like, you don't have to think of anything by yourself.
No.
That whole white canvas problem disappears because you're brainstorming with someone else. Like, it's really helping you, like, draw new stuff, get new perspectives.
Exactly. Take you maybe out of your comfort zone too. Maybe it's something that you're not used to drawing and you're kind of forced in a way to do this. But, I mean, it's never going to feel that way, I hope. Maybe it will for some, but most part, it's just like a fun new experience to share this cool thing with somebody else. And also just having that sort of bounce back and forth to like come up with cool new ideas and the brainstorming part, I think, is probably the coolest thing. Just actually talking about what the fuck you're going to be doing. I would love to do that, but I really don't have the time.
No, time is the essence right now.
Yeah.
I'm not taking on anything like that.
And also, like, I mean, you do more stuff that is in line with, like, easier to do with other people, whereas I do my own portrait stuff and it doesn't really lend to collabs in that way. I mean, you could definitely...
But you could still do it. Like, you could have, you draw like a character or something, like a portrait, I mean, and then someone adds something around it, or paints it.
It would be really coul to do something with Mexifunk, for example, like have his weird, trippy vector art as an add-on to one of my traditional portraits. Like that would be that'd be really cool.
Or just bring in 3D to something you've done.
Oh, that would be great.
Or if someone could animate, like splice up your
already
drawings.
Seeing. Remember the movie The Lawnmower Man?
Yeah. Shit.
That'd be cool to do, like traditional portrait of the actor, like the dude, and then have that 3D thing be sort of 3D. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because they failed in that movie.
Oh,
that didn't age well.
God, I haven't seen that in forever. I wonder how good that is.
Who the fuck played the Lawnmower Man?
Some dude.
Wasn't it someone famous though that you just didn't think about back then?
Was it?
I don't remember.
Is it?
I don't remember. At the back of my mind, I have something, but
there has to be someone famous in that movie, but who?
Yeah.
Is it a Stephen King thing?
Don't remember.
Fuck.
Thing is, I haven't looked it up since watching it as a kid.
I need that movie. That needs to be in my collection.
Because there's 1 and 2.
Is there 2? Really?
So yeah, I think there's Lawnmower 1 and 2.
Okay.
And one of them sucks.
Oh, yeah. They probably both do, but yeah, derail. There we go.
But there are so many benefits to doing collaborations though, like, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Especially if you're working with people that you actually
look up to,
or just admire their work, like in some way. And I don't know, like I've seen a lot where, people have taken other people's characters, and it's not a normal sort of collaboration where they just take your character and then they turn it into a 3D, and tag you in it. Sometimes it's just someone doing studies and needs, a character to work from, and they just like, this looks cool, and then they do it, and then you have like a collaboration that isn't, intended.
Yeah, you didn't ask for it.
Yeah, and that
would be great.
Always fun. Or like when people sort of like get your art tattooed, Some people don't like it. I just see it as, goodwill, because it's not, you don't sell your arm once you got it,
No, it's the biggest tribute ever.
Exactly.
It really is.
So I really admire that. Like, someone did tattoo that owl.
Did you ever get
Skull.
that as a
The
like? Did you
finished-
get to see the finished tattoo?
No, I
No.
just got to see it sort of like happening, you know.
Yeah, because I remember
Yeah.
you told me
Mm.
that somebody asked you,
Mm.
and then
no, the
I
photo
don't know.
was like the photo wasn't that great of like I couldn't post it. It wasn't great.
No,
you know?
okay.
And they didn't have the story share back then, you know, so I could
yeah.
have shared it in stories or something. And I think the person changed their username at some point as well.
Of course. So they're
Yeah,
gone.
so I have no idea.
Yeah.
Who.
If you're listening, please send in
photos.
that photo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would love to see how that tattoo turned out, and
Mm.
also how it's healed now.
Mhm.
That would be really cool. Because
Yes.
it is really difficult to interpret because it's very
no,
kind
it-
of sketchy.
They did exactly that.
They did?
did it.
Oh, cool.
Like it looks like my work on her. Like,
Did they do the sort of pinkish purplish thing?
no, it was
just
black and white.
Yeah, but
And
yeah, I
on
would
the
love to
thigh
see
as
that.
well, like big
Oh,
on
nice.
the front of the. Like, it's pretty cool.
That's
uh,
cool. That's really cool.
But that's the only thing I know that people have tattooed.
Yeah.
But yeah, got to think back as well.
I mean, we've been talking a lot about just reaching out to sort of different type of influencers, I guess, or YouTubers or whatever, to just sort of provide your services in a way. But that is also a collab in a sense. So, like, if you don't know what to do and you do like follow a certain YouTuber or whatever, and you just feel like maybe I can do something with this person, why not reach out? You know, the worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get ghosted or maybe get a no,
Yeah.
but at least you've tried, you know, and or if anything, you know, don't even ask, you just do something and then you just send it to them.
I do that all the
Yeah.
time. The little fake logo thing that I've done.
The flogos.
Yes. Very funny.
Vatos
But
flogos.
even that thing has led to work.
Yeah.
And I've said no. But
Because why work when you can not work?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But also do corporate logos is not my thing.
No.
But it's fun. Like doing things that you enjoy will also show. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I really enjoy making logos that are, you know, silly and like preferably they look like game logos more than they look like, you know, company logos.
Yeah.
But it's just like a nice way to be creative. Plus it's recognizable.
Yeah.
But it's my own, so I can still use it everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So and also the best thing about the logos that I create is that I make them so that I can write whatever. So let's say I make a logo that says McDonald's, but it doesn't look like the McDonald's logo, then I can just change the text and all my sort of the things that I've done for it change with it. So I can write Nintendo instead, or I can write Ilias Patlas. You know, like I can do
Yeah.
whatever I want with those and still keep that style that I created.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're very adaptable in that way. So and I do that all the time. Like some of the stuff that I put out is stuff that I've done for, you know, like when I explore stuff at work, I'm like, ooh, this could be cool for something else. I'll save that to the side. Because I always create files on the side that are like potential things that I can use for other stuff, reusable styles and stuff like that for texts. I save that, you know, on the side. Even our podcast logo, you know, is also like I've done iterations of our logo just for fun.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's a good way, and especially like I think if we go back to the collaborations, like the way to get seen today is by collaborating. I think.
Yeah.
I think that is the
yeah,
best way
I
to
agree.
do it, where it's not like, oh, check this artist out. It's like, oh, look what we created instead. It's like that genuine like feeling. Like the something that you made together, like it's easier to connect with than asking people to check someone's work out. Because it's really good. I really appreciate when people shout other artists. But, you know, we've all seen that doesn't help that much anymore.
No.
You know what I mean?
People
like you'll
just
get
sort of scroll past it or
dude,
swipe past it.
so
Yeah.
much, especially in stories.
Yeah.
It is almost useless.
Yeah.
So, like, I've gotten shouts from big accounts on stories and stuff. Doesn't
Nothing.
help. Like
Yeah.
nothing. Like even the podcast, you know, we've gotten shouts from big accounts. it doesn't have the same impact. That's why creating cool shit is way better. And I think just collaborating, I've had friends ask me like, oh, would you like to, like, when you next time you draw a piece, could you just do a voiceover and just talk through the steps?
That would be really cool,
Yeah,
actually.
and I never did that because I just remembered it.
Mhm.
Sorry, Mike. Or Zet Transis on Instagram. But it's still just like, it's stuff like that. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to actually draw something. It could be just share a tip. It could be collaborations. There's so much you can do that, you know, you just combine skills.
Yeah.
Like, you like music, I like drawing, you know, or because that's another one that I've done. Me and Fat Bard did he was like, okay, I'm gonna make a song, or you make a drawing and I'll make a song for it.
That's awesome.
And the my latest post on Instagram, that girl with the sword coming out of the forest with the Final Fantasy music,
Yeah.
that one is from that.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't have the song anymore. I don't know where I put it. But that's like from that project.
That's great.
So it's just like, if you can think of something fun, just pitch it to someone, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Because I just thought of that now. Like, remember when I had the idea, or actually I did, where I painted the Blade Runner piece, and then I talked about the movie, like a voiceover, also talking about how I created the piece, but then also a little bit about the movie. What if I just sent that to an actual movie review person, and then they could use that in one of their videos or something?
yeah.
Like,
For example.
I've never thought of doing that, but now talking about it, here we go.
Yeah.
This is how I break through. This is how I become Insta-famous.
No, but dude, I totally think that could work and really get some more eyes on your work if you're willing to, you know,
Yeah.
do that. And shit, I thought of something as well when you said that. What did we talk about before the Blade Runner thing?
The music thing, like you are the sword girl with the
Exactly,
fantasy
but we said
music.
something after that.
I don't know what you said.
But fuck it.
Yeah, but fuck it.
But I really liked the way your brain was thinking though. Like,
Yeah.
that direction could be really, really nice.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that, I think, that could really help you out, you know.
Yeah.
Get your work seen. I'm not, like, when I say this, I'm not talking about doing shit. Like, this is, I think, where you need to draw a line between working for free and, and doing stuff that you think are fun.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I put out, every now and then I put out a lot of stuff. And when I do it for me, it, you know, like, if it's not a company, I'm willing to do it for free, you know, like, and especially if I get to choose the timing, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the-
If
the
it's
amount
no
of-
pressure or, you know, yeah.
So, like, just reaching out to people, like, that was a really good one, actually. The YouTube thing is really nice. I know that I've let people use my Zelda stuff that I hate, but people are still both stealing it and using it, you know, with my permission for, like, stuff on YouTube and, you know, other channels. And every now and then a fan, you know, trickles in from that. Like, sure, it's not much, but
It's something.
it's something.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are we to complain about getting followers? But yeah, I mean, what else? What other type of collaborations can we
Can you come up?
toss out there? Because
I had
obviously
ideas,
the
but-
music thing is great, and I think you could do that sort of as a little art challenge too, if you want to see that as a collaboration. But maybe you just say, like you and me, for example, we just say, all right, we're gonna, from this song, let's create a piece each. But we have the song as sort of the thing that combines the two, and then
but
you
that could be a thing as well.
yeah.
And that
I mean,
could
it's a
even be
different type of collaboration,
that
but
could-
it's still like a
But that could be like a bigger art challenge,
Yeah.
for example, where, you know, like, if you do this, you could, like, okay, we're going to be 5 artists and we're all going to do the interpretation of the song. you
Yeah.
know? And then we post them as one.
yeah.
That could be really cool.
That could be really cool.
Or just taking one piece and just having, you know, several artists draw on that same piece, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, we'll have a rough idea. Or, like, I think I've even seen people draw, like, their characters and everyone draws, you know, like a team of superheroes, and it's all, you know, in different styles, somewhat, you know, cohesive.
That's also really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But I guess you need to have the pool to be able to, you know, get people to join.
Yeah.
But if you, but that's kind of the thing here is to kind of do it because you like it and not so much for the fame. Because I think a lot of these projects, like, you got to manage expectations.
Yeah. And I think going into anything with just the fame expectation is,
that's going to suck.
Yeah. Because you're always going to be let down, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, so yeah, go in thinking like this is going to be a really fun thing to do. Not I'm going to gain so many followers from this, because you're going to be fucked.
And then I think like doing collaborations indirectly that we mentioned in the beginning, just doing stuff because you enjoy it. It just if you enjoy a certain brand or something, you know, whatever it is, like I like Adidas right now. They're in sort of the social media zeitgeist because they did like they launched like they rebranded or like redesigned their bras, and so they made like support for every different type of boob, yeah. And the best thing about it is that they posted, I think, I don't remember how many different boobs, like uncensored, and the internet went ape shit. And I was, and they
Jesus.
and they didn't like let up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't go like, oh, we're sorry that we offended everyone's sensibilities.
Fuck
and
that.
I'm so happy for that.
Yeah.
Like that, I hope they stick with it, and just like because it was awesome. Like, it was great.
It's just boobs. Seriously.
Yeah, why the fuck? I wanted to write, but Instagram taught us that boobs are bad. Because I think that's where the whole boob thing started.
Yeah.
Like censoring boobs. Nipples, I guess.
Yeah, the nips.
Female nips
Yeah,
are dangerous. And it was nice to see Adidas kind of...
free the nip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to do something
With
in support of that.
yeah.
Like, I don't know what, but just something fun.
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything.
I thought of just taking the Adidas logo and just making it out of boobs, but hey, that's me. I don't know.
I'm like,
that was the only thing I could come up with on the fly.
I'm
And they're like,
no.
Yes.
You can think of something better, I think.
No, that was just it. It was more like just to offend everyone else.
Of course.
Everyone that, you know, when I say everyone, I mean the select few that have the loudest voice.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of like a little fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You discovered the fucking internet and you think your opinion matters. Huzzah. but reaching out, or like not reaching out, but just doing stuff like that, I think is really, really fun.
Yeah.
Just because I follow this Swedish podcast that I did a logo for 2 weeks ago, I think. And again, like the community from that, they were so pumped.
Nice.
That's where I got some requests to do logos or T-shirt prints, which I'm also not going to do. But it's just like you can generate buzz about your work if you're doing fun stuff like that. If I did logos, let's say I did logos every day for a couple of months, I would have like a fucking, you know, nice portfolio of logos.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wouldn't even have to use all of them.
No.
And then if that's what I like to do or the kind of work that I would like to get, like once you start getting good at it, you know, with practice, like people will reach out. So I think it's a nice way to kind of reach more people that enjoy the brand. Like I love Marshall headphones, for example. And just doing something with that, I've thought about it so many times, like something rock and roll, you know?
Yeah.
And then just like incorporating headphones, or if I should do like a photo bash logo, blah, like something. Like my mind is like I have that in the back of my head, so whenever I come up with something, I'll just, you know, do it and then tag them as well. And I've done it with these drinks as well. I've made like short videos.
Oh, really?
That they enjoyed. Yeah. I made like the Enya. Like I animated like I put the drink on the floor in my living room or like in the hallway, And in the morning during the summer, we get this like the sun rays coming in from the door, and you see this like dust particles. So I just like added some more dust particles, and I just put the Enya music, you know, and I was like, yeah, exactly. And I just sent it to them. They didn't quite get the humor. They were like, "Oh, it's beautiful." I was like, "But
it's
the
ironic.
joke, it's ironic." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they didn't get that. They just thought it was beautiful. But again, you know, like when people say they can't, you know, get collaborations or they can't, like, you're not doing anything. That's the thing.
Yeah. If you're just sitting there waiting for shit to happen, you're just going to be sitting there.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I think stuff like that, like so-called spec work, is one of the most powerful things to use.
Yeah.
If you want to get stuff, like if you don't want to, like for me, sometimes I don't have time to, you know, do these projects. Like drawing superheroes is fun. I don't have time to draw superheroes, you know, for no reason.
Exactly.
But doing stuff like that, you know, it doesn't take me as long.
No.
So it's just a fun way to kind of, you know, show brands what I enjoy, or if there's like something that I want them to notice me, then that's how I do it. That's how I got in touch with Microsoft. That's how we'll Procreate. I just wrote to them. Really enjoy it, please. please hang with me. No. But that was before it was famous, so I guess I was lucky there. But
yeah,
I mean,
that's a big part of it too.
No,
like
that one is
being lucky sometimes.
Being lucky is, I think, most of it.
Yeah.
But I think also just like throwing yourself, you know, in front of luck traffic.
Yeah. Oh, look, bus.
Look, bus, exactly. Bus of opportunity. And dude, sometimes just that happens, you know. Yeah. They're just like,
And sometimes
just like, Sacker on the road, just keep driving.
Next stop,
yeah,
Psycho.
Exactly. Ding.
Yeah.
But it is, like, I really, really like that. And that motivates me. Like, even if nobody cares about the work, like, you got to find that sort of, like, the fun in it. Because, otherwise you'll always be disappointed.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, like, when you do those movie poster, like, contests and stuff like that, and when I do contests as well, like, you put so much work into getting something, and then they're like, exactly.
Yeah,
and sometimes the is, you know, like, because they're choosing something that is so bad, in your opinion, that you get more demotivated, you know. And that I feel that doesn't happen when I do spec work.
Yeah.
Because I expect them not to see it. You know, like, oh, I'm going to reach Adidas that has blah, blah, million followers.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Like, you know, when Hugh Jackman liked your stuff and reposted it, like, that's cool. Like, you don't expect Hugh Jackman to see your stuff.
And that came out of nowhere. It was so crazy. Like, yeah. But also, yeah, I just kind of want to do something now. Like this sparked something.
But
like,
do
I just
want to do it with another artist, or you want to do like something fake, like we talked about, like sort of speculative work?
I have a different idea, and this, I don't know. Yeah, let me know if this is really wrong or if it's a cool idea. I just want to go into my Insta feed, scroll, find some piece that I think is really cool, screenshot that, and then paint on top of it with my character in like that environment or whatever, and then post it as
someone else's work.
Yeah, but like that. Just add my thing to it. Just sort
I think if you write to them
sort
and
of
say that.
pirate it and like, but then obviously you send it to them first and like, hey, I did this. Like, would it be okay if I posted this? Like, just thought this was a cool idea or whatever.
Do it. If you're like,
because it's more for me.
No, I do get it, and that's why I'm saying, like, do it for yourself first of all.
Yeah,
and then tell them. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You don't tell them. And
don't
then you
ask
do nothing.
first, because then you're not gonna get a reply. Maybe.
No,
or
I'm
whatever.
thinking ask them once you've started it, or like, you know, something, just so that. Don't post it before you ask them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just do,
So, like, you can finish the piece, but you send it to them or, like, ask them. Well, I would say send it to them first. Like when you're
But that's
done,
what
and
I
like,
meant.
hey, I did this. Like, sorry, I just sort of had this flurry of
Urge, yeah,
inspiration,
exactly.
whatever. Like, would it be okay if, or just send it to them?
And I think that would, like, I think it might be a bit trickier if you do that on someone's art.
Yeah,
But I think if it is something like
or a photo.
like a photo, I think that one will come off easier because it's like the contrast between the two. Because I've thought of doing that with photos that we take in the studio and just, do something more with them. Or I thought of doing like a business card or like a presentation thing where I have a photo of me and then I take away the background, and I just draw stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I think I've done it in the past as well. I think there's one where I'm eating or something, and then I drew little devils that were pissing in my glass and stuff that.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was used Prakash, actually. I don't remember. But I did have a photo where I did that on my old blog.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember your little devil face. Like,
But it's a fun thing to do. And I think whatever you can come up with, as long as, you write to the people you want to sort of collaborate with.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Don't just go over the head of people and sort of steal stuff, because that's what I meant.
So
like
common.
maybe
Yeah,
this sounds like a really bad thing.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
if you're going to add something, maybe don't add it in a way where it's not noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I did this, but you only did, like, the head of a character, basically, and the rest is someone else's work.
I'm just going to take Drew Struzan's poster and then I'm
Exactly.
going to
write your name on it.
Yeah. Like, I did this. Would it be okay if...
Yeah, I wrote my name here, and would it be cool if we said
And
it's a
obviously, if
collab?
they don't reply within 5 minutes, it's okay for you to post it.
Yeah, exactly.
of course.
Then they've
Of course.
approved it.
Yeah, that's a rule.
If you don't reply to this message, it's approved.
It's like Mission Impossible, This post will automatically
yeah.
post if within... Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, cool.
Why the fuck am I talking? I don't know. Why am I here? Who cares? Let's keep talking, Ilias.
Mhm.
Yeah. We've actually spent 46 minutes talking about this.
I think 26 minutes, actually, because of the intro.
Yeah. Be Mr. Negative, sure. No, what else do we have?
Let me see here. I have
Bring
one
it
more
on.
thing. Let me. I guess you could learn stuff. Like, it could be a great opportunity to learn shit. Like, I'm not great at animating anything, but I think that I could, like, with the knowledge that I have of After Effects, I still think that I could, I could take someone's work
And
maybe
animate it.
splice it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then I could do like a parallax, or I could, like you could. The thing is, this is the cool thing about doing collaborations, or you could take someone that actually knows this stuff well and have them like, dude, would you like to work with me on this thing? Like, it's just for fun. Like, do you want to make this character fly, or, add cool effects to like you did on your own work, or whatever. So there are so many ways that you could do this. It could be like, instead, let's say you're going to learn like an application. You got to learn 3D. You got to use someone else's work. Because I found that when I was learning Photoshop, I have the problem of the white canvas. So I didn't know what to draw to learn. But as soon as I took someone else's work, and like I took J. Scott Campbell's line work that came with that fucking the CD-ROM that I bought.
Yep.
And once I already, like, I didn't have to think about how to draw or what to draw, or, I just had the drawing. Like, it was right there. So I just needed to learn how to color it, and figure like the application out. And that's another way where you could collaborate, and this is something that I've thought about for years, to take a sketch from J. Scott Campbell and color it. I just haven't. And now I feel like I should do it now, because I always sucked before. And his work, for example, is never colored in a way that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Because it's this comic book style.
Yeah, it always has the same look to it.
Yeah, and for me that reads like flat.
Yeah.
There are some drawings, some collaborations that he's done where it is cooler, but mostly I just feel like it's like that comic book style that I don't enjoy that much.
Yeah.
And that's the way that I learned to color.
Then show us, Ilias. Show us.
So I've thought
how
about
it's
it.
done.
I attempted this like years ago, before the internet was cool, and
It still isn't.
it's garbage.
Yeah.
My drawing, or his drawing was cool. My colors on it was garbage. But I do feel like I could pull it off now. I just, time and stuff. And like I said, now that I felt like I had time, suddenly I have no time again.
That's the thing. Because now we're coming up with these great ideas, and you
That
want to
we
do
can't
stuff,
do, yeah,
and then
and
you're
you
like,
can't.
"Fuck!"
Yeah.
Oh
No.
yeah, work and real life, reality life, reality life.
Yeah, it sounds like something you take, like tired of sucking at art and tired of being alone.
And tired
Take
of being-
reality life. Reality love.
Reality life.
Life.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we did it. You heard it here.
Reality life.
Reality life.
Reality life. Idiots.
So so you could either create, spec work where brands and, companies you want to work with notice you. You could do stuff while you're learning. So if you want to learn 3D, special effects, whatever, use someone else's work. Don't post it without their permission or without tagging them and giving full credit to, whoever's work because I think it's fine to post it as long as you credit them properly.
Yeah.
And not write like a million fucking things and then, kind of tag them at the end. There.
No.
Like,
Be very
very-
upfront with this is this person's.
yes. I try
whatever.
to almost open with their name.
Yeah.
Always.
At least in the first line. sort
Yeah,
of.
in the first line that doesn't disappear because social media.
Yeah.
Because I think when you take someone else's work, put them first.
Yeah.
It'll always just be better.
It's beneficial for everybody, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people that are already following you don't need your take on it. 'Cause
exactly. They
Just
know.
credit whoever, yeah. But I think there's it's such a powerful tool that no one's using. And I think Albert Fisk had a point there that we should talk about it.
Yeah.
And
But also, just speaking of that, before I forget, your wife, for example, being the photographer,
Mhm.
took some great pictures of me, with your help as well.
Mhm.
That is another way of collaborating, help out your friends with their projects. And it's really beneficial for me because I get more likes on my selfies than I do my art. So
That's always
I
fun.
felt great.
Actually, yeah, I didn't.
But yeah, so obviously shouted her out.
Mm.
And then I had another friend who I did a logo for his kid. And as
I was like a logo for his kid. I'm seeing like toddler, when you say kid.
oh yeah, no, he's like 13,
No,
14,
yeah.
and he's he has a pretty big Twitch following, so he's a gamer.
Oh, that's the one we talked about.
Yeah. So yeah, I just did this logo, super fun. I loved the motif, so I did it. It took me no time at all. I think I even spent more time on it because I just enjoyed it so much.
Oh, dude, I do that all the time.
And again,
with stuff
I
that-
didn't expect to get anything back from him. I just did it as it was a fun thing. But as thank you, he came to the shop and he did a full video of me.
Oh,
he
was that
there.
the guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
badass.
So he was there the whole day. It was 6-7 hours just, filming, and also just nice to hang and talk shit. But and then he made me a 1 minute reel video.
That's actually, what the cool thing is there? He did basically two of the things that we talked about.
Yeah.
Learning, because you said he wanted to do more
that's
video.
the thing. This
'cause-
was his first video. He's a photographer, but he
Yeah.
really wants to get into making videos because that's
videography.
the future.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he took that opportunity to learn, but also getting something in,
Giving back to
giving
you,
back,
yeah.
and yeah. So it's this perfect back and forth thing. Super grateful for Michelle Mabond.
And that's another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up, and good that you said. Because remember what I said last time when
Nope.
that idea that I had forgotten about this sort of artist assassin thing
Oh yeah,
that I
yeah,
had.
yeah.
And again, I could invite this podcast actually is a collaboration.
Yeah, it is.
In the beginning stages there with the theme song and stuff. It's just reaching out to people that we know and just like, dude, could you help us out with this?
Like, oh, you know this thing. We need that thing. Let's help each other out.
You get a high five. We get a cool theme song.
Exactly. We mentioned you 50 billion times in the beginning, and nobody.
Forgot about you,
Yeah.
No, but seriously, it's stuff like that that really gets me going. And I have this like, we love doing stuff. That's the thing. Like doing a lot of different stuff.
Very much so.
And I really want to start doing like a bit more video as well.
Yep.
And just trying to do like VFX and concept movies, basically just shorts, because I don't have it in me to write like finished pieces at this very stage in my creative adventures. But I would like to make little shorts like basically like they did with Deadpool, but not as good.
But just like
but that
proof of concept.
Proof of concept,
yeah, just cool snippets.
Yes, and I would like to present them. So when people see them, like the way that I make logos, I want to be able to do video.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I create this short trailer, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, what is this? When is this coming?" And it's fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake. Like it looks official. Like I'm gonna make logos for the production company and everything, and it'll all be nonsense, but still present it like in theaters, blah blah blah, or just
try to make it as sort of official as you can without actually having it be official.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of these small ideas. I even thought of doing this with Opa. I think I talked with you and Matthias about it. To make this open, and maybe we did talk about it on the show. I don't remember.
We talk a lot about our stuff.
We talk about a lot of stuff. We do. But this was basically just paint my Opa and Brim story. Just take one of my sketches that I've done, and then just digitally paint it over, and then draw the Netflix player on top of it.
Yeah. No, we talked about that.
Yeah, and just like making that look official, and like, oh guys, you won't believe what's happening. Like, Open Brim is coming to Netflix,
Yeah.
And that is a flirt to Netflix. It's also just a spoof, a fun little thing. Just trying to make stuff that looks official, but isn't.
Yeah.
Because that always creates buzz as well, like, it's fun to create, so I don't have to think about that. And it's specific enough that it's easy to make.
Yeah.
The scope is usually shorter as well when you create these concepts because it's a one-off.
Yeah.
But I just want to do more stuff like that, and hopefully that'll open some doors that I, didn't expect it to open.
Yeah. I mean,
Just see
that's
where
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, how would you know if you don't try it?
Yeah. And also, while I do this, especially the video stuff is going to be learning experience because I'm not great with video. I will probably film everything with my iPhone and then try to edit it so that it looks cinematic enough, to work with the concepts that I'm making.
Just buy a cool filter. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Yeah.
Like what was the guy? The guy who did
Cool filter guy.
The Sugar Man.
What the fuck is Sugar Man?
That's not the name of it. Searching for Sugar Man is the name of the documentary. I still haven't seen it actually, but he got an Oscar for it.
Shit, why is...
And
yeah, that sounds
he
super
actually filmed it, I think most of it with his iPhone, but with this sort of 70mm filter that he had
on
app.
Okay.
And everybody just bought into
Finding
it.
Sugar Man? Finding?
Isn't it Searching for Sugar Man?
Searching for Sugar Man?
Yeah.
It sounds so familiar.
But he actually killed himself
that's
after
dark.
getting the Oscar.
Really?
Yeah. So he had some issues, but yeah,
Bad.
I should really we need to see that. That feels like something you should have
Yeah, it's
seen.
on Apple and yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, he won a fucking Oscar with an iPhone movie, so you can get a Netflix deal.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure. I really don't care about any of that, but it's fun to do.
Yeah.
As a spoof, and even if it gets like any attention, that'll be great. But I think just like investing in projects that you think are fun,
Yeah.
because it's so much easier to complete than, you know, fuzzy comic book scripts that you haven't written.
Exactly.
And, you know, big stories about Opa and Brim that you haven't finished. And
But I would love that too. Like, speaking of collaboration, I would love to do like a story collaboration, like actually
would be
writing with like you or
Mm.
somebody else, and just maybe you do like one chapter each and just carry on the story. Like that game, you know, when you just I say something and then you keep saying, and then would you
yeah.
keep building on it just to see where it goes.
But it's like that folding the paper game.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly that.
thing, yeah.
Because that would be really fun, just to see the sort of where would it end?
Mhm.
Would it ever?
Whatever, yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that. Like, I really would like to collaborate more in general. Actually do tattoo collaborations too would be really cool to do, like one piece with two different elements in it, where like maybe Nelson does one part of it and I do the other one. Or
That would actually be cool. Like if you imagine a tattoo as like pie pieces,
Mhm.
you split it up like that, like let's say in 3 pieces, just to keep it simple. 3 tattoo artists collaborate, and then you all get like a slice each,
Yeah.
and you have to sort of put it together into this one tattoo, like a back piece.
I've actually done that. So there's a few collectors out there, tattoo collectors, that have either like squares or octagons or stuff like that on their legs, and you get that. You just get the measurements from them, and then you get total freedom.
Very
And you
cool.
do your own sort of whatever it is. So like one has a mandala and the other one has this cartoonish character that I've done, or forest
That's
thing.
cool.
It's just, yeah, I love stuff like that. You know, the weirder, the better.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely need to do more stuff with more people in the future. Like, we've been isolated enough now. COVID is gone. We're free in Sweden. There is
Yep.
no COVID.
There is no COVID. It's just a cold.
Yeah, it's just
Move on, Grandma.
But yeah, because we have opened up again, I think maybe it's time to actually open up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a promise from me to myself. At some point in life, at least, I will do something with somebody. There you go.
Yeah. And I would like to encourage everyone listening, like if you have, you know, like, and again, like you have to keep in mind, like who has the time to collaborate with you, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you call up Johnny Depp, he might not have time for your
Oh yeah, he's
shenanigans.
got time.
He's got time.
He's got shit.
Yeah, but
tons
he
of
needs
time.
money, so.
There you go. And he's actually painting now. Yeah, I think I told you that last time.
Exactly, yeah. But
really
I'm thinking
weird.
like maybe, you know, if you have 500 followers, maybe someone with like 300,000 followers won't reply to your request, you know, because they probably get a few.
Yes.
But try to sort of like, try not to just get focused on like famous people.
No.
Just focus in on people that are creating cool stuff, and, you know, where you can actually, not just with words, like we should do something. Okay,
Yeah.
guy.
Maybe.
Okay, guy that I don't know, or, you know,
Yeah.
gal. It would be cool to just be specific. Like, oh, I saw this piece that you made.
I would love to do this and this and this.
I would like to do X on it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which my brain just did.
Name of your sex tape. Yeah.
But I would like to animate this, or I would like to do this, you know, or can I use it in this thing that I'm working on? Where
Can I use it?
yeah,
Yes, you can. Can I use it? Yes, you can.
but where it benefits them as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, but try to, because there are so many times, you know, when you're scrolling the interwebs, you're like, fuck, I could make this. Like, this is cool, but I could do a thing to this
Yeah.
that would make it cooler.
Yeah. Like, whenever you think, you know what this is missing?
Me.
Yeah, there you go. Put an X on it.
Yeah.
Put X on it. What was the thing? What did you say?
It's nothing. But again, we did an unintentional collab where you drew a Venom skull. Remember that
Oh
one?
yeah.
And then I
Oh,
was like,
man.
oh, this would be so cool with like the rim light
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah.
it looked cool.
I could never replicate it. Like it just looked like shit when I tried to do that myself. So
don't
yours
do-
was so much better. But yes, I remember that. I had totally forgotten.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I just remembered it. That's why.
That's right.
But that's like an unintentional collab. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, if you added like a rim light, and then
Well, you just did it.
yeah, I know. And
yeah,
then
and I
sent
was
it to
like,
you.
God damn it, that's awesome.
But it's stuff like that
Yeah.
could be really cool. And I think Matthias is in the right mind as well of doing these little animations that he does.
Yeah.
And I know that he's gotten like work requests from them, from different studios and, like stuff. So anything you can put out there into the world that is awesome will generate a buzz eventually, like just
Yeah.
do it enough. Like if you put out a small animation every day, like there's no way you wouldn't get better at it, and there's no way that no one would like someone would notice eventually, you know what I mean? And keeping the scope small, so you're not like, I'm gonna make a 3-hour movie. No, think of like 30 seconds, instead of 3
Mars.
hours, yeah. Or 2 hours, yeah. Just trying to keep it so that it's actually doable.
Yeah.
Like my logos or, whatever else we've sort of recommended on
Yeah.
the show.
Or just keep it to like Insta story, like 15 seconds. You know?
Dude, yeah.
What
like,
can you do with 15 seconds?
Or you could do like
Yeah.
collaborations with Reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because Reels are, editable.
For real.
That's a word, right? For
Yep.
Reels. Boom. Too good not to laugh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
The
do feel
whiskey
it.
is doing it.
Yes. It's taking forever though.
So, yeah. I guess last words is just fucking
Do it.
find someone that you think you can sort of, like take their work or something they've done or something you could do together and just fucking reach out to them.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And also, we would love to see it.
Yeah. Tag us
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
So hashtags, Facebook Heroes.
Go ahead and steal our stuff. Do stuff with our stuff.
Yeah, whatever we've said, feel free to use.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
But yeah. So moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. And we're back. This is Toolies with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
And we have nothing on Toolies.
No
Moving
Toolies.
on.
Moving on.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam.
And
We're
we're back.
back.
We are back. All right. What?
Okay, this is going to be a shit show.
Yeah, it already is.
Oh,
Just like Boba. No, I'm kidding.
no, that's
No,
exactly
yeah,
what I thought.
I'm actually- yeah, there we go. Awesome. I've pretty much
Yeah.
only watched Viggo Mortensen movies this week, which was a weird coincidence, really. But it started with Captain Fantastic, which is, I guess it's the latest one, but it's from 2016. It's, well, fantastic movie. But then from there, we just wanted to see more of Viggo, I guess. And
I said, let's
and
go,
then-
Vigo.
and then the third one was just like, oh, Viggo's in this. We need to watch this. But we started off with Captain.
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 Captain, my captain.
Yes. IMDb rates this as a 7.9.
7.9.
Just to put it in perspective, like it is a really, really good movie. And it says, and this is again, IMDb is saying that this is what the movie is about. In the forests of the Pacific Northwest, a father devoted to raising his 6 kids with a rigorous physical and intellectual education is forced to leave his paradise and enter the world, challenging his idea of being a parent. So, like, maybe you don't understand shit.
No, I just heard his ideals of being a parrot.
Yeah. Yes.
Quack, quack. Polly want a cracker?
No, Viggo.
Vigo.
But more or less what the movie is about, it's this dad who's raised his kids in the forest, more or less. Like they know how to hunt and make fires and stuff, and they're only reading like really, really intellectual stuff. Like even the 9-year-old is like almost university level smart, but they know nothing about the real world. So when they come to, like, I think they're at his sister's house and they have normal quote unquote kids. They play video games and all this. They're like, oh, but they say something about Nikes, and they're like, oh, the Greek goddess Nike. And they're like, no, the shoes, and they don't know.
They don't know shit.
Yeah, so stuff like that. It's really, really touching. It's really emotional, amazing acting with Viggo just being a badass. So I think you would actually really, really like this movie. And I think it's on Disney, I think.
Ooh, Disney.
Disney. But that's where the whole journey started, at least. And it's
cool. What was it called again?
Captain Fantastic. Very heartfelt and good movie. And then, so from there we went to like, we need to see Viggo as a badass. So A History of Violence, which I hadn't seen pretty much since it came out.
Cinema.
Really?
That's the last time I saw it.
I didn't see it at the cinema.
I think me and Eric saw it together.
I saw it on DVD.
Like a peasant.
And I bought it. There you go. But this movie is from 2005.
Shit.
Yeah.
What?
I thought it was much later, but
what?
2005.
Wow, old.
Yes,
Like,
very old.
We are, not the movie.
Yes,
Like,
very much so. So, but what do you think IMDb raped this one as?
Okay.
Just your memory of
violence. 7.9.
7.9, huh?
No, shit. Actually, 7.2.
Well, that's pretty close. You're actually really good at this. 7.4. So, yeah.
Yep.
And IMDb says, a mild-mannered man becomes a local hero through an act of violence, which sets off repercussions that will shake his family to its very core.
And it does.
And it does. Very much so.
It does very much so.
It's Viggo versus Ed Harris, more or less. And, I mean, it's a lot slower than you think.
Yes,
and
it is.
It's, like, this is actually, it's done, the movie is made by Cronenberg, the dude. And the acting in this movie, apart from like Viggo and Ed Harris, is very like theatrical. So they're all like very emotive and talking very weird, and it's like it takes you out of it. Especially the son, like the oldest son in the family.
The kids at all.
And he looks like he's 30, but he's like a high school kid. It's just really strange.
Okay,
so it took me out of it a bit, and I was more making fun of the movie rather than enjoying it. But it is kind of badass too. Like,
and it's pretty dark.
It's very dark.
Yeah,
very dark. And I love Ed Harris in it. Like, he's such a badass. He's lost an eye.
Yeah. But I don't remember the bad guys at all. I remember like Viggo.
Yeah,
and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Something about a cheerleader outfit.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That
I think
part,
that's probably the most memorable part.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you haven't experienced high school here or whatever." And then,
Yeah.
But like, I did enjoy it. It's still like a good movie, but it hasn't aged super well. But Viggo is a badass again. And then I found this gem in my shelf called God's Army. Or actually on IMDb, it's called The Prophecy. But
that's how I know it.
Oh, there you go.
That's what it was called.
But in the movie, it says God's Army. And my DVD case says God's Army. So I just IMDb'd it because I wanted
it's probably one of those like, that is already taken in this part of the world. So
maybe
call it this instead, yeah.
But The Prophecy, I think, is a better name for it. It makes more sense.
Okay.
But they both work.
It's Christopher Walken.
Exactly. And I think this is one of the earlier sort of iconic roles with him, where he just establishes himself as a total badass, as the angel Gabriel. But so this movie is from 95, so even older.
Lion King.
And with the age going down, the years going down, so does the IMDb score. And this one, this one is a solid 6.5. And so with this one, like, I don't even know how to explain what this movie is about, so it's better that I read the IMDb thing. And it says, at the scene of a bizarre murder, L.A. homicide detective Thomas Daggett discovers a lethal heavenly prophecy now being fulfilled on Earth. In his fight to stop the forces of evil, he finds an unlikely ally in an elementary teacher. Pretty much, yes, that's what the movie is about. And Viggo in this movie plays Lucifer, actually. And I would say he's a pretty badass rendition of the devil. He's not in the movie all that much, even though he is one of 3 names on the cover of the movie.
Yes.
So, but it's with, what's his name? Something Stoltz? Eric Stoltz? Something like that. And Christopher Walken and Viggo. But it's like just more or less angels that have come to Earth to fight each other. Like and in the middle there's this hunt for a really, really evil soul that sort of, if the bad guys get it, they win. If the good guys get it, the bad guys won't win. Kind of.
Damn, yeah, it has a couple of familiar faces. Even Eric Roberts is in it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sequel, probably.
Oh, yeah, there was a second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I recognize this movie. Like, seeing images and stuff. Yeah, I've seen this.
I'd say the only cool thing in this movie is the way that the angels are sitting. Like, they're always sort of crouched on top of, like, the backrest of a chair. Like, you know, it's just like, it's not possible.
They're perched.
Yes, perched. Exactly.
Spider-Man
and always.
Style. Yeah, and always.
Always perched on different things, like gargoyles almost on buildings. So it's just like, you're not supposed to be able to sit like that on, or stand that on a chair, but they are. So it's sort of weird and cool, but then it's just so strange. The whole movie. It's very 90s.
Yeah, but I've seen both of these.
Experimental. Yeah. I know you have. Because
these are 10 crown rentals.
Exactly,
That's what I remember.
Exactly that. And when we saw them, they were really awesome.
Yes, they were.
But it was a fun trip down memory lane for sure, but it's not at all a good movie.
Yeah, of course.
But, and it just feels super rushed. So, like, the story is just like, now we're here, now we're there, now we're there, now we're finished.
Now we're nowhere, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
And angels without eyes, kind of. And it's just creepy and weird, and, yeah. Eric Stoltz and Christopher Walken.
And Viggo.
Yeah. Viggo. Yeah.
Ew.
But, yeah, so those are the only things that I've seen this week.
I saw Venom.
And, yeah, so...
Whatever you said last time. Yes, exactly that. There's not much to say. It's Venom 2.
What did you think about Carnage?
Venom 2.
Tutu.
The
Tutu.
He's cool in some places.
Because, I mean...
when it's dark.
You're not, like, as into the comics and stuff as I am.
No.
So, like, for you, I think this would be a better movie than it is for me, because you don't know as much. So that's why I'm just really interested in hearing.
Yeah.
But did you was there anything good in this movie for you
when it ended?
Yeah. Same.
But the thing is, I saw it with my son, and that's always like, it always makes it better.
Yeah.
Because he's a kid. He's seeing it through those lenses.
Dude, how is he with English and stuff now?
Nah, he sucks.
Still?
Yeah, he sucks.
Dude.
No. He knows. Shit. What was it? Like, I told him like, I told him like, how do you say this in English? Something super simple. He's like, I don't know. And then he was like, blah blah, my dick, like something like that. It wasn't that specific thing. And I was like, what does that mean? And he was like, it means this. I was like, you know that, but you don't know car. Like, it was something like that. It wasn't that, but it was just something that I think he's heard on YouTube.
I get it.
No, but I think he's gonna get better, because my daughter is fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she can like she has the ability that I have where she can hear something and then she can imitate it perfectly.
Awesome.
And she can imitate sass. That's the thing. She can hear like I told him this, and she just says that whole thing with the sort of like
The snappy
mannerism and you're like, what the fuck? You know, like that's the stuff that kind
You
of
remember
like,
that apple and that tree?
Yeah, and that tree.
You
and
were
then
that
falling,
tree.
yes.
Yes.
Falling and the tree. And no, but I think she could be like
A superhero.
no, but a voice actor. That's not because she sucks at school. Like she is horrible.
Who cares? Who the fucking?
That's exactly
who the fuck
it.
cares about school?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think she could be like an awesome voice actor or something like that eventually.
Or actor? Yeah. That's hopes.
But yeah,
Yeah, hopes and dreams. That's
but
awesome.
it's fun. Like she can really catch those nuances and a specific type of
But going back to
Venom.
and crap, Carnage.
It was hard to care.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to care. It's like more of the first movie with more of the stuff I didn't want in the first one.
Yeah, but then
It's like, let's humor.
and then like that whole love story thing. Like, why?
Oh, you mean with
With-
Cletus?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the real story.
Shriek and like I know
Yeah.
they were
don't.
a couple in the comics, or I think in the game Maximum Carnage, was it?
Yes, SNES game.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think they are kind of like during that era they were
A
like
thing.
together,
Okay.
but yeah, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, and it's why wouldn't Carnage just really chop her head off immediately when she screamed? Like when it's like, well,
Yeah.
she could destroy us, Zwah!
Yeah.
Dead, and then that would be a cool conflict between
Them.
the actual thing. But yeah,
Yeah, I didn't care for
and
this. movie.
and even the whole like with him becoming
Oh,
like
spoilers, by the way.
yeah, sorry,
There's no way to spoil this movie, by the way.
no,
Just so you know.
because nobody's gonna
Because
watch it.
Nobody.
Yeah. No, but like because Carnage is a suit just like the Venom suit symbiote thing,
Mhm.
and here he becomes like molecule wise connected.
Dude,
so
I
he's
didn't
like
understand how
his blood becomes Carnage. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but
what-
how was
how was
Ve-
that? How does that
I don't
work?
even know how Venom came to be, or like I mean Carnage.
Normally, Venom is supposed to sort of drops off his spawn,
Is that what happens?
and
okay.
that goes to
Okay, because I don't know how the symbiotes
because
work.
they do reproduce every once in a while. That's
Okay,
why
okay,
there's
okay.
constantly new, and every reproduction is stronger than
Than the previous one?
one. So Carnage is a lot stronger than Venom, and then
Hmm.
Toxin, whatever is from Carnage becomes even stronger, and then Anti-Venom from Toxin, and
Mm.
blah 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 blah. It just keeps going.
Terrible name though.
I
Anti-Venom.
yeah, but they hinted to the Toxin thing. Like that's the detective that was throughout the movie.
Oh, okay.
I think
That
he
guy.
becomes
shit, with
the
the
next-
blue eyes.
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't care for that either.
No,
It was so weird. It
yeah,
was so weird.
but it's
It's all nonsense. Because he got her blue eye. I was like, what?
why.
Like, it makes no sense. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. No, but it was all. I didn't care. And the way that they kill off Venom.
Or
Okay.
Carnage, you mean?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't care about any of them, so it's hard to keep them apart.
That's what I mean. Like
It's all just nonsense.
when
like,
you have the coolest characters in the Marvel universe, and you just take a massive crap on them.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
there's just like because
Such a
Woody
waste.
Harrelson is good.
he's fantastic. Tom
But
Hardy is
Tom
great.
Hardy is great. Yeah, but
You
they
know-
don't utilize them. Like
No,
the
they're-
whole Venom humor thing. Why is that still a thing? Why are they still like, oh, we're gonna make scrambled eggs? Oh, this is fun. For who?
For who? Yeah, why?
Why is this?
That whole
yeah.
scene was so stupid.
But it's all stupid, and still the bickering about the ex-girlfriend.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't care. And
No.
it's like, oh, and now you like Dan. Hooray for us. Like, why? Like, you already made those jokes in the first one. We don't need to continue that joke. Like, it's
No.
not going to get funnier when you keep doing it.
No.
So it's like, it's more about the laughs than story.
Yeah.
Like this plot is basically the plot from the previous movie.
Yeah,
With
it is.
like a tweak,
Just
know.
another... Well, no, there's another Venom in the first one too. Fuck, I
Yeah,
totally forgot.
But it's
Yeah.
just like I don't like there is no like you should have made something with Cletus because you give us a bit of flashback and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Work on that stuff.
Yeah.
Work on why he is the way that he is and
He
the
is a
relationship.
mass murderer.
Yeah.
He actually, in the comics, he kills an infant, like a baby. He throws a baby out a window. That's how psycho.
High five,
this-
baby.
That's how psycho he is.
Yeah.
And in this one, he's just this dude being locked up his entire life, more or less,
Mhm.
and gets really sad because they took away his kind of girlfriend or whatever. Like, it's so
So the thing is, I didn't have a problem with that, except that they didn't. I don't care.
Did he kill anybody in this one? They
Not-
a bit like ahead of somebody, maybe, kind of.
No,
You
he
didn't get to
did.
see
No,
anything.
No, of course, because it's garbage.
Mm.
But I just don't care about any of it. You weren't part of any of it. You know what I mean? Like Cletus's backstory, snippet.
Yeah.
The girl and him, snippet. Like it's not enough
It's
to
not-
invest you
exactly.
in any of it. It's just like, oh, let's spend the rest of it doing Venom jokes.
Yeah, that don't work.
Okay. I want to eat a chicken. Ah, chicken. Not chicken. Chicken. That was like basically the beginning of the movie. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, chicken.
So how many chickens out of...
Yeah, how many chickens does it take to watch Venom?
Exactly.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so boring. Yeah.
It
no,
gets like 2 out of 10 from
But
me.
as a kid, I would have loved this movie.
Yeah.
But no
No.
mas. Don't make any more of these.
Now I think the last test for Sony, I think, is the Morbius with the Jared Leto vampire.
I think that's going to be Venom movie.
Yeah, I think so too. But that's what I mean. It's kind of like Sony is very much like DC in this way. Like they
They're
can't
very
really.
DC, yeah.
The only thing they can do half well are the Spider-Man ones, but they get so much help from Marvel that it's crazy. So Marvel, I guess, is doing.
I'm hoping that if they're gonna take the Venom into the Spider-Verse,
Mm,
that it's not handled by any of the Venom people.
no.
Just give it over to
Just let all that go. Don't.
And I hope they do something fresh with Spider-Man now. Because the last one, like, I enjoyed it. I did not get to watch it more times like I did with the other ones, just to get away from the hype.
Yeah.
But I hope that the next one is sort of like a restart on the whole Spider-Man
Verse
thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I felt that this one kind of, they tried to make it a bit too epic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I don't think I could watch it again.
No.
Like, I'm a bit worried that if I watch it again, I will not like it.
Same.
But I
Or it could be the opposite. Maybe you like get more because there's so much happening
Yeah. But
that maybe it's easier to digest now that you know the full thing.
Yeah, maybe. But thinking about it, I don't want to see it again.
But it also gets me a little bit worried for the madness, multiverse of madness, because now we're getting rumors of Patrick Stewart coming back as Professor Xavier in the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange movie. So they are now connecting the X-Men,
X-Men
with the
maybe
Marvel
that will
and the
because
Sony
the X-Men
and
are like
everything now.
but X-Men has sucked so much.
Yeah, I mean Patrick
Through-
Stewart is like, apart from Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart is the coolest thing or the best
to come
thing
out of that.
Yeah.
But is it that one or is it the McAvoy one?
No, it's that one.
That
one.
That one. Okay,
Yeah.
the first one.
So like the old
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart.
Stewart.
Yeah. Cool. So
but
old Xavier.
And they get like rumors. It's not been confirmed yet.
Yeah.
But
excited.
But that would
I
be
don't know.
really that'd be cool.
I
And
hope they
finally
can-
getting that universe in,
Yeah.
like actually getting every Marvel thing back into Marvel.
But I wonder how they're gonna sort of if they're gonna tackle Wolverine again at some point, or if they're
They
gonna
have talked about it, and they
I
have.
know, and casting has been sort of like
Yeah.
something.
But I
Who's
would
gonna-
love to see a new Wolverine. Like,
oh, same.
but
if they
I
can
really
do it,
don't know who
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
like
know.
to see.
Same. Like it's hard to imagine someone that.
I would love to see a new guy.
No.
Like,
yeah, I knew.
give me
That's what I'm
some-
talking about as well.
no, but I mean like a brand new that we don't
Face,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So we don't get disappointed. It's just like
Mm.
this guy is.
Dude, when
Logan.
when Cavill was cast as Superman, I didn't know him.
Yep.
And I was very excited about that. And then they went gray with it.
Mm.
And but I really liked him as Superman. He felt to me like the most Superman.
Out of all the Supermen,
Like the way he looked.
he's got
He
the right
felt-
build
Yeah, he was very chiseled.
and
as
like
a,
not too super pretty, but still pretty. You know.
he was like for me he was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
he was, and I really liked the beginning
Yeah.
of that movie.
Yeah.
When he was out there
The
in
bearded,
yeah.
bearded Superman just
Exactly.
walking, roaming the earth.
Yeah, because he was
I would-
working at this.
The oil,
Yeah,
was it an oil rig or
in
Alaskan
the Arctic
thing?
somewhere. Yeah. It was
exactly.
very good.
I should rewatch that. I haven't seen it in.
Yeah, but just
forever.
watch that 10 minutes and then
Yeah.
stop. Because
Yeah.
I really liked it there because he felt sort of like relatable,
Mm,
and then they just made him so dark.
yeah,
Which is, I guess, the problem with the DC universe back then as well.
yeah.
Everything was supposed to be.
So dark. Are you from the DC?
and
universe?
Superman has never been portrayed as that,
No.
in most of the movies and series and shows and stuff.
Oh, he's always like super duper
He's
goody
so-
two shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
and I think
and
you
that's
should
his
have-
thing,
Yeah, and
like,
that's
of
what you
course.
should have kept it to, I think.
Yeah,
Just trying to make this super nice guy make bad choices, or like put him in a position where he has to make hard choices. That would have been interesting instead of making him whatever the fuck you did with him.
yeah. Well, he was learning. You know.
Yep.
Now he's a good guy,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. I will never see him again.
Again, ever.
Ever.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, but
No.
now they've started. They've released snippets of Black Adam, The Flash, and the
Who's
new
playing Black Adam?
The Rock.
Black Adam. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, no, but it looks good,
Okay.
promising, and also like dark. But he
Yeah.
is like super evil. He actually kills people,
Mm.
and we've already seen him kill people in the trailer. So.
But I hope
Like-
they can manage it, because I think The Rock, the best movies he's done is like Walking Tall and those movies, like the old action movies.
Yeah.
I don't know if they hold up today, but I remember watching those and we're like, these are like solid action movies.
Yeah.
It's what came after, like the Jumanji stuff and
Yeah,
all that
when he's,
Kevin
like-
Hart stuff that isn't for me. Like,
He kind of let go of the whole action thing, like apart from the Fast and Furious stuff.
and,
Which
and
I guess,
there again,
have
I
you seen
don't-
those?
No. Nah, I'm not a
Like,
fan. I've seen like
it's-
parts of it, but it's like it's too macho for me.
Yeah, and it's also like a little too overplayed again. Like he's trying too hard. He's not just like doing it.
But I think it's the
Uh,
type of movie that makes it that way. Like,
I
think
really
it's-
enjoyed
I
that.
don't know.
What was it? The Rundown or Welcome to the Jungle?
Yeah. Well,
with
yeah, exactly.
Scott,
Yeah, but that one and Walking Tall,
Yeah.
I think, or whatever, if it's
Yeah,
even
no,
called that.
yeah, it is.
Those two
with Johnny
movies.
Knoxville.
Yeah. But I think those movies are that old action, like buddy cop type of
Yeah.
action, but they're not cops. In
That
this.
cheesy
Yeah.
B action movie type
Yeah,
thing.
you have the humor guy, and then you have the strong guy. Like
Yeah,
it's a tried concept that
it just always works.
if you write it like semi well.
Yeah. Just give it to Shane Black.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I think that I enjoy movies like that.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay,
Peacemaker?
let's start with Boba, because I don't want to go out on a bad
oh,
note.
okay. Yeah. Oh my God. So okay, big I guess spoilers for the
The
complete
Star Wars.
Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett show.
The Burke.
And I mean, if you've listened this far, you might as well just sit in. Fuck it.
Why the
You
fuck?
know, you're not gonna be missing shit.
Yeah.
Boba Fett is, I wouldn't say on the level of
Yeah,
Venom.
we didn't ruin Boba Fett.
No, that's not on us. Okay. No, I was so disappointed with the finale. Really.
No. It This season had 2 really good episodes,
Yeah.
and both of them had no Boba in.
Exactly. It's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
It's so fucking sad. And speaking of collaborations, though, but like the Luke and Grogu episode, episode 6, that was like the deep fake is done by a YouTuber that did the Luke thing, and just like apparently, don't quote me on this, but this is what I've heard.
Okay.
But they just saw him do his version of the Luke thing, and they're like, "Well, do you want to do it for this thing?" And that's why it's so much better now, because this guy knows what he's doing. But yeah,
Damn.
that's that guy just putting it out there. Like, this is what I would do.
This is what you should be doing, everyone.
And now
Stop listening to this shit.
And now he's been a part of
That's cool.
Star Wars history. But yeah, so yes, exactly. The 2 best episodes are the ones without Boba Fett. It's so sad. And again, like, I don't know if I said this theory previously or not, but my theory is that they've been approached by Disney to like, do Boba Fett now. You got to do Boba Fett.
Okay.
Do it. You have no choice. Just fucking do it, because that's going to make money. It's going to be awesome. It's another helmet, dude. And they're like, we have our own thing that we want to do, and it's really cool. And they're like, fuck that shit. Do Boba Fett now. You have to. So I felt like they probably got forced to do a Boba Fett show.
To be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to show Disney, like, to give Disney the finger, they're like, well, oh, yeah, okay, we'll do Boba Fett. It'll be great. And then they just do this. And then they put in Mando and just like, this is what we want to do, but we're not allowed to because of Disney. And then they put that in the Boba Fett to like, just so you guys know,
we should have
this
focused
is
on
this is what we are doing normally.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be doing this crap. That's my theory. I don't know if it is true or not, but it feels like maybe there is something there. Because how can you mess up a show this badly when you do the Mando justice
You know what
so much?
the sad part is about the whole Star Wars thing is that they keep telling the same type of stories.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking like, oh wait, there's this big galaxy out there
With endless possibilities.
Dude, you could create all the characters.
Yes.
Like from like stuff that we haven't, because just traveling, to the other side of the world and going into like I don't know, like any other culture than what we're used to seeing, and you're like, what the fuck, what is this, like it's a whole new world, not Disney.
Yeah.
And it's just so different and like inspiring, and you could do that. You've created this like galaxy far away, and you're using like a fraction of it.
Yeah, Rick and Morty it, you know? Like, really, just go bananas and have fun with it.
But imagine, like, if there was this order of Jedi, but in this part of the galaxy, they don't know about Jedis. They've made their own religion around this fucking force, and they're using it differently. They don't have lightsabers.
No.
Maybe, I'm just thinking Onbak here because I saw Onbak now. But imagine, like, Earthbenders, for example. Like, imagine if they used the Force like that, and you made this whole other martial arts inspired.
With moving objects and...
Yes, but they don't have lightsabers and that shit. They just use...
The Force.
The Force. They don't call it the Force. It's just like this other story you could be telling. And again, this is what I want to do with these short clips that I'm talking about, is kind of just take ideas like that and then make the Star Wars connection.
Yeah.
And just show that you could tell a different type of story.
Remember I had that idea of doing my own sort of Star Wars thing with, like, but in our time now, with like a group of graffiti kids that discovered they actually have...
I don't remember. This is awesome.
But that they have the Force. They're just sort of telekinetic. But then at the end of the movie, you kind of find out that it is the Force. I just drew an image of... There's a graffiti dude with a sort of bandana face mask thing. And he's crushing a spray can, but like with the Force. Like... Very perspective. Like, I really love that ink sketch. It's amazing. But I had this really big idea of doing a cool little sort of comic book with the Force, but not the Force. So, like, I've already been there and touched
no,
on
but
it.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And
It
it's
was
stuff
supposed-
like that
the
that I want
Smiley
people.
crew. That's
But
the-
yeah, exactly. But I didn't know that was the idea behind it.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty cool. But it would be like that. That's the kind of stuff that I want people to kind of do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, sure, you can't do anything with the Star Wars franchise, but if you want to get your name out there and you create stuff like this, you know, that people really, really enjoy,
Yeah,
there's nothing stopping, you know, that from like
actually
becoming
becomes-
viral
Yeah.
or, you know, like,
Like, maybe somebody sees it and that somebody has some Disney connections and they are
Dude,
Star
whatever.
Wars now, and they're like, well, like, what if we actually did this and made it into an official
yeah.
thing?
Like, get
Like,
that idea from
It,
that guy. Yeah.
it could actually happen.
It could happen.
Or
like,
they just
sure,
steal it.
Yeah, exactly. Like they do.
Yeah.
But but it's just that put cool things out there that you want to see, and I promise you, like you're either gonna inspire someone to actually make something like it, and just like I just believe in putting cool shit out there.
Yeah.
That's why I love the slogan of this show is, you know, we talk while you create cool shit. So
Exactly.
just make sure to create cool shit.
Yeah.
Don't watch Boba Fett. It's not worth it.
No, that'll make the total opposite happen.
But I just believe, like, even when you watch shows you don't like, instead of focusing in on the negativity like we are now,
Mm-hmm.
you could make something out of it.
Yeah.
Like, how do we make Vespas cool again, you know? So let's not focus on Mos Vespa or whatever the fuck that
that's
place
good.
is, and just do cool shit with it. You know, how could we make that cool? How could we rewrite the ending to Boba Fett, or how could we, you know, like do something cool with the concept, or like the thing that they botched,
Yeah.
for example.
But that's the thing, like, because I follow Star Wars Theory as this channel, and like he just sort of, off the top of his head, they just did a live stream while watching the show, and then they talked about it afterwards. He was like, but what if Grogu didn't come alone? What if
Yeah.
Luke came with Grogu?
I actually thought that Luke was gonna come with Grogu.
Of course you did, because the X-Wing is coming in. Why the
Yeah.
fuck would he send him alone? Like, it doesn't make
But
sense.
you had beepity boop beep boop there.
And what happened to him? He wasn't there
You
at
just
all. He
left
didn't-
him and
But so Luke comes in, and then there's this all-out war with the machines, and then Luke comes in and just annihilates those fucking whatever they were called, scorpion machine
don't care.
things. And then all of a sudden, Luke just gets like flung into the wall by the force of something, and then you bring back a really famous Sith
Something.
or a brand new Sith that we haven't seen, or something else. But just like you take him out of the equation, and like, what
And
the
then Luke
fuck?
kills him, and he's like, "Sith down." And I made Star Wars better. You're all welcome.
Yeah, but just
Yeah.
that, or maybe end there
Yeah.
with like have that as this massive cliffhanger at the end of this show, and then take it from there.
Oh man,
It would be so fucking cool.
Another thing
but
that I think they didn't do as well in this one is that Darksaber thing.
yeah,
They didn't do anything fun with it.
no,
Like,
they just opened it up and left it, kind of.
Yep.
But they did a lot of that in this.
Yeah, they just like a lot of
everything.
cool ideas that just became nothing, and too much talk about the Bacta tank.
Yeah, all
Like,
the time.
I don't care about the Bacta tank. Like, fuck that tank.
Yeah,
Like,
and
why the
Cobb
fuck is?
Vance.
Yeah, no, but it was just like, why are we talking so much about this bathtub?
Yeah.
This healing bathtub. Like, why? Like, I get it that it has like a thing, but
Mm-hmm.
why are we talking about the bathtub all the time? Like, fuck that bathtub. Stop walking around without your helmet. Like, come on.
Just fucking make it right. Okay, that's all we want. Just do it right. Is that too much to ask? Really?
Nah, but the thing is, like, it's still like, for me, it sparked some cool ideas. Like, I didn't enjoy the show. The show wasn't made for me because I don't give a shit about Star Wars.
But
to be honest,
you only watched it yourself, or did Dean?
no, I
No.
always watch it alone.
Because maybe
it's-
he would love it.
Dude,
because maybe it is more for kids.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it is Disney. You have to, and that's the thing. Like, I keep having to remind myself that it's not for us.
Yeah,
It's for the
next gen.
kids.
Yeah, next gen.
So, like, why the fuck are we getting so pissy about it?
Yeah,
But-
nah. We gotta, like, the thing is, we can't be too boring about it either.
No.
we gotta give an opinion here.
But it's also I need to be honest.
No, but I think also that very cool.
Yeah, I just
Very
showed
cool.
the drawing. But yeah,
But the thing is, I think that we need to sort of, exaggerate our opinions sometimes
of
to
course.
make it interesting.
Well, this is a podcast.
This is a
and
podcast, yeah.
it would be very boring.
Dude,
if we
sometimes
did not
when I
have-
listen back to this show, I was like, that's me times at least 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And people need to realize that, I think.
Yeah.
But this is also kind of what we sound like if you would be just sitting next to us.
Yeah, but I think it's more when it's like, let's say we have a social gathering and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be a bit more hyped.
Yes.
But normally I'm not as hyped as I'm in the show, even though, I don't know if people...
No, but we
There's
feed off of that energy and we get
Yes.
a
And
little
you get,
bit more.
Yeah, exactly. And you say something and I'm like, oh, yeah, but...
Yeah.
It's like...
And I'm the same in the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Like, I also get, like, Robert times 2.
Yeah.
So I think it's just how we are. But yeah.
But yeah. So create better stuff than Boba Fett.
Exactly. Use Boba Fett as a
Exactly.
great
Use
example.
your millions and bazillions to make cooler stuff.
Exactly.
Like, don't focus on the negative part. Don't get stuck there.
Exactly.
Move on. And that's why I want to talk Peacemaker last.
There you go. But yeah. So, like, the whole Boba Fett show, what would you say out of 10? 3?
Oh, yeah. Kind of. Like, I don't want to give it that low a score, but it's not that great.
No.
Like, it wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like, most of it, I'm just like, get to the point, Ivanhoe.
Exactly.
And but no. I can't give it above a 5 at least. Like, it's
No.
like 5 at the highest, but 3 at the low. Because it
And
has some good
But
parts.
the
but it's-
only redeeming part is the part that's not Boba, like we said. Like,
unfortunately,
Mando saved it, but
Mhm.
it just took it even more out of it for me.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it in the beginning. I liked the
No, I
flashbacks
like the
and all of
premise
that.
of the first episode. Like, okay, this is
Just getting
gonna-
to see how
yeah.
he got out of it and like the whole that
Yeah.
backstory.
And I like the guy that plays Boba.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like him without the helmet too.
Mm-hmm.
But you should have kept the helmet on for most of the show.
Because he's Boba Fett.
Yes, and he's not a Mandalorian, so he doesn't need to have the helmet on. But you could have made it so that when he takes it off, it matters.
Yeah. Like make it into a
Because
big
right now,
thing.
because that's what they did with Mando. When the helmet, like, spoilers here as well for Mando, but when the helmet comes off, it
It's-
means something.
yeah.
It's like, it's serious.
It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
And they really drag that out.
Yes, they do. They really, really do.
And another thing I don't get, just to not let this go, but like the Slave One, like his ship, Boba Fett's ship, he can control that with his gauntlet.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Why, when these big ass robots come in, beep beep, take him out, boom,
Don't remember. Where is his ship?
in the castle.
Oh, yeah, shit. They fucking
it's not
shot
exploded. It's
No, it's right there.
he
yeah.
he killed those bikers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but he also killed the whole
the Sarlacc.
Sarlacc. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like the whole thing.
Exactly, the whole
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
holy shit.
the desert anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
deep.
Yeah. Yeah, so like
Yeah,
there's so
yeah,
much
there's
that
so
they
many
just
things. But at least they had the King Kong.
yeah, the
Thank
King
you,
Kong.
Anton.
Tak Anton.
You did it.
Yay. You really saved the show.
Actually, the concept for it, like, so cool.
Yeah, that image,
that was so good. Yeah, but
Perfect.
But in the show, not so much.
not so much. And that's all we have to say about Boba.
Yeah.
And now going to Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
So spoilers for episode 7.
So when?
The second last episode of the series. And again, just, I mean, maybe not slowest, but
Yeah, but I think
the
it's,
least impressive or least, I didn't get that much out of it,
No,
but
this
there's a
episode-
lot of stuff happening.
Yes, this is a true in-between episode.
Yeah.
Up to this point, it's felt like yes. Now this one feels like
A little bit of a break
let's
before,
slow down.
like
yeah.
you said, sort of the calm before the storm almost. But
like
there's
bring
also
down your
s-
expectations a bit, and then blam, next
But-
episode.
but it was so necessary to have it too because of like, well, spoilers,
Mm.
him killing his dad. Like that happened. He did that.
That was good though.
That was really good,
Yeah.
and that he actually did, because I was sure he wasn't going to, and then like Vigilante would come in and actually do it. But no, he fucking straight up executed his father. And like, how fucked up in the head is he gonna be after this? Love it.
Yeah.
Vigilante, love it. Like, with the whole tying it
Yeah.
back to he knows the weak spots in the armor and stuff that he actually did. Kind of takes himself out with the grenade. Like, all of that, I loved it.
that was
Economos again. Diebeard coming in,
Yeah.
kicking ass. Like, just mowing down all of the Nazis. Like,
I love how they brought that back again.
Yeah.
That he's the one that kills everything in the show now.
Yeah, apparently he's wearing, like, in every episode he has a different T-shirt on with a predator animal, like a killer animal on it.
Very
That's
cool.
just a subtle thing. And I think in this one he
Haven't
had
thought about
a manatee, like what do you call him? Manet, you know.
Oh shit, that's not a manatee. A manatee is
what-
something entirely different.
Oh, there you go.
But you're talking about jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Jesus. Yeah. So
I love how you made that translation though.
yeah,
Very
my
cool.
brain is very, very tired. Also whiskey. But that and Morn.
Yeah, Mern. Mern is right.
Mern is
Because
right.
I thought like Marv last time, and it's Mern.
But yeah, really big emotional scene, and sad to see him go, but also necessary, I think, to
No, I think you need
start
to
ending.
characters. Yeah.
And then the dad fucking punching Eagly, and I was like,
I've been waiting for that.
It's happening
one, dude.
now.
I've been waiting for that to happen.
I love that
so
he
long.
tweeted the actor playing
Eagly. No.
yeah, no, the father tweeted
Robert.
like, I really hated punching Eagly or
Oh,
whatever.
okay,
Like he
okay,
didn't
okay.
really want to do it or whatever. But
I'd go one for racism. No,
oh
just
yeah,
kidding. Shit, Robert Patrick's. That's
yeah. But yeah, so it's like a lot of weight in this episode, but still not as sort of, I guess, fun in a way. Like it just sort of started and finished in a way. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it felt like.
The weakest episode, even though it was really heavy.
Definitely. Yeah. Same thing here. Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
just
strange.
ended so fast. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, nothing happened, but a lot happened.
Yeah.
It was like some heavy stuff that happened, but it just felt shorter.
Mm.
Well, it was only 37 minutes.
Yeah.
so.
Oh.
And but it felt short and uneventful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like a lot happened with the little that did happen.
Yeah.
Basically, and it felt like a short episode, like contained.
And I think once you get the whole season out and you can binge it,
I think
you won't
care.
You won't even notice it. But now
Yeah.
because we have to wait a full week to see.
That was my
Uh,
only regret, was that I had to wait for the actual conclusion of that episode.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's what it felt like.
Same. Like it would probably have been better to save the 2 last episodes.
Because I think the last one ended really good.
Yeah.
Like it felt like,
With the
oh
piano-
shit,
piano
yeah,
scene and all of
exactly,
that.
and that whole thing. And this one kind of just ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you have to wait.
Yeah. Another few days. But yeah, I'm so hyped
But
for
it was
the
fun
end.
to see the cow.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah. And the best part is that they didn't show the whole thing immediately.
No.
So I read the face differently, and then they kept zooming out, and I was like, "Oh, those aren't the eyes.
Yeah.
Like that face is not the face of the thing." Yeah,
The face of
It's
your
just-
father.
yeah,
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 yeah. Oh.
exactly. That's one they should have made a show. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they still have the rights, so they could probably do
I
it.
wish they did that. That would have
Yeah.
been cool. But I would have liked Idris Elba in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have you seen any of the stuff for the new Lord of the Rings?
No, I saw the hype and everything, and I just
Like there is no hype. Everybody's shitting on it.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought of Wheel of Time as well.
Yeah.
So.
No, they like everybody's been so worried about them like woking up Lord of the Rings.
Woke of the Rings.
Yeah, and
but
apparently
that's-
that's what's happening.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's like we're in that transition right now
Yeah.
that everything is going to be that. Like, just do it without saying anything. Don't just You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean-
don't make it about that. That's the problem.
Yeah. But of course.
I don't want to see this.
No. This is like $1 billion.
Oh shit. Okay.
So this is like,
But it's one of those things, you know, that even if you do a good job, you lose.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like the Star Wars franchise. It's whatever the fuck people like franchise.
Yeah, what do people like now?
Yeah. But
There's nothing.
No, but I just mean like the big franchises. Like people still go and see them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Just to shit on them.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad.
But it's also like, it's so weird that it's Prime, you know?
Yeah, that's weird.
And they're doing this really huge thing. Like, and they're betting everything on it, and now they're woking it up, you know? Like, so, yeah, of course I'm going to have to see it because it's like, it's too big
You know
not
what
to
I would
watch.
like? If the people that made The Boys made Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
That would have been something.
Like having orcs actually be orcs.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like bloody
Exactly.
and gory and like
'Cause-
no mercy or...
Because I tried watching Wheel of Time.
yeah.
And
No, I
you're
couldn't.
like,
I couldn't get myself to keep watching.
Saw the first episode.
Yeah.
Saw the second episode.
Yeah.
No. No mas.
Only the
No
first
mas.
episode for me.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I said I was gonna go back, and I was there like about
No,
to
I was
press it,
going to watch the whole thing, but no.
and I haven't seen Vox Machina. I didn't continue it.
No, Vox Machina is cool. Like it's like very like they're really just taking the important parts of the story. And
Okay.
I like where it's heading, and it has its moments. You know, it's fun, but nothing groundbreaking for me like that. I'm like, oh, I really need to watch this.
Okay.
I think it's
Like,
like it's a good watch.
just
It's a good-
enjoyable.
yeah, it's enjoyable. It's a good
Yeah.
watch.
No, I did enjoy the first 3, so I will at some point I will watch it. So I guess like how many episodes of the whole show? Do
I
you
think
know?
it's going to be 12 episodes total.
Okay, so if I wait like another week, I'll
Another
have
week
the
and
whole...
you'll have the whole thing.
Okay, so maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah,
I'll
I
see.
watched the first one this morning.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just watch, one more like later today or tomorrow, whatever. I don't really, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like even if I ended up not seeing it, it wouldn't be like, oh shit, I need to go back and watch.
No.
I've
Yeah.
already heard the story on the show, so
So you know.
so I know somewhat.
Yeah.
Like I've forgotten a lot, but
The face of your father.
the face of my father.
Yeah. Just keeps going and going.
Yep.
But yeah.
Hey! It's about his part in that movie.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, dude.
But do you remember when I described the ending of that movie about McConaughey, like just
Yeah, I
waving
went.
his hands?
I went to on the YouTube and just watched that scene.
Dude, it's so hard. Like it's hard to describe it, and then when you see it, you're just like, how can it be this bad?
But it's like, how many CG things has he ever done?
It's
Probably
like
nothing.
No, but it feels like, because I feel like he would be the one to pull it off, but it's like they just told him something different, and he was just waving his arms, not understanding what it was he was doing. Because when you see, because what I like about Doctor Strange is that when he does the, like it's so perfect.
Yeah.
It's like he's done it all his life.
Mm-hmm.
And when
And it
you
carries
see,
weight. And
yes,
it's like,
exactly. It
yeah.
just has like that dragging motion,
Mhm.
and he kind of makes the circles, and he just pushes them away from him, and he holds them, and you feel the tension.
Mm-hmm.
In the fucking Dark Tower, when McConaughey moves his hands, you're like, what am I watching? It's like when, I don't know, like it's like, have you seen those like Star Wars stuff, like where they've just taken away the music and everything, and you just hear like, and you hear like feet moving, and it's just like
Yeah,
awkward.
yeah.
That's what that feels to me.
Yeah.
But in a movie, like an actual movie, that's how they did it.
Yeah.
It's just like everything's just awkward, and it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just so awkward. You're like, why?
Oh, by the way, like they've started talking a lot more about Kenobi and hyping that up because
Yeah, they released a poster, right?
yeah.
Not excited.
That's the thing. Like, are they gonna murder this one too? Like, how bad can it be? But yeah, they're hyping up this really big fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
I'm so tired of all these characters. So
there's no weight there because
Yep.
you know how that ends because we've seen that in the first Star Wars movie. So nobody will die and nobody's gonna get like. It's Black Widow again, you know.
Yep.
Why hype that up and like, oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be this really cool, and they're gonna have like these.
Oh, by the way,
big-
she did.
Oh yeah, big force push
Yeah.
things and like they were talking about like proper sort of One Punch Man type of force battle, you know, like really epic anime
Dude.
stuff. But you know,
I would
like,
say
there's no
this.
no hope here.
The only thing I have to say that I enjoyed about Star Wars is like when Kylo Ren holds the laser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually I saw that one again. That was the
is
first movie
one of
on the new
most-
TV.
Yeah, but that's one of the most powerful moments in Star Wars ever.
It just
Like,
freezes.
Felt it. Like I think I stopped breathing at the same time as that happened,
Yeah.
not realizing it until he let go.
Yeah.
It's just like
But that was again. That's one of those things that you've always wanted to see without
Yes.
knowing that you wanted to see it.
yes, but they did everything is right there. It's
Yeah.
like the tension, the sound. It's
Yeah.
like the way that they did the sound in Tenet
Mm.
in the beginning, where it's like the
Yeah, really.
that thing, like it just does something to you, and you're just like
I need to poop, but I also need to see this.
exactly. And also, I think I need to breathe.
Also awesome.
I
Yes.
didn't realize I needed to breathe, or I wasn't breathing. No, but it's so good, and
Yeah.
it's just such a small fucking part of the movie.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, when he lets go, it's just like, poof, just like
Perfect.
so good,
So good.
so good.
Yeah.
But
I got
I-
you.
but- No, but I just want something else for Star Wars right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
if you're gonna keep shitting out Star Wars movies and like in the pace that you are, just please, I don't want to see any more Darth Vaders. I don't want to see any more Kenobis, or you know.
But again, weren't they talking about the old Republic and all that stuff too? Like that's
Like-
the thing. Like, do something new.
within the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that maybe is
Smiley Crew. Like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Just
Like,
do there
why,
must it's
why
an
just
endless
keep
fucking
reusing
galaxy. Yeah.
all of the old characters? Like,
It's like, oh, remember when Han Solo met Chewie? Like, no,
nah,
no, we're good.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh man.
yeah.
No mas.
But yeah, fuck. We were not going to end it on a downer, and then I brought it down.
Next week, Peacemaker, episode 8.
Yes, the finale.
Yeah, and also make cool shit.
Yeah.
Don't listen to us.
And also, do not watch The Matrix.
oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let's see if Ilias gets. Sees
Yeah,
it.
you really sold it.
We'll see how far you get into it. Maybe.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
try. Is it rental?
No, it's
Oh.
just HBO Max.
Oh, really?
It's just free.
It's free.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just
that
out there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Remember that it's $200 million
What?
to make that movie.
To make the new Matrix.
Haha.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've heard.
But that's.
It's a
okay.
Matrix movie. Like, of course they're gonna toss money at it.
Okay, send free drugs to hello@sketchbookheroes.
But yeah. So yeah, if you didn't know, The Matrix Revolutions,
I don't
No,
know. Isn't that He-Man? I don't know.
probably. No,
X-Man,
Rebirth.
He-Man Revelations.
Fuck, what's it called?
Remake?
Yeah, exactly. The
Matrix
Matrix
remake.
is out on HBO Max. So yeah, go check it out if you are really, really bored and hate your life.
It can only get better from there.
Exactly. And yeah, thanks so
Yeah,
much,
thank you so
everybody. we will catch
need,
you.
we need to watch something better for this.
What do you mean?
After seeing, I guess Peacemaker
Yeah.
and Arcane, we've said nothing good. It feels like they've always been like, oh, this is shit, and then this shit.
What if they made something good then? Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
movie industry, pick up your slack.
Yeah. Also, Pam and Tommy is okay, I guess.
Okay.
Like, it's getting more and more entertaining.
To end on a good thing, though,
Yeah.
I watched Love on the Spectrum,
Oh.
which is about these people with autism that want to find love. And it's so heartfelt, and the show is like it's no discrimination or anything. Like, or they don't want you to laugh at these people, and you shouldn't. And it's just like such a beautiful show about, you know, love, yeah,
Pure.
and their perspective on life is the best. Like the way that they view things and the characters you get to know, like, you know, characters within bunny ears, real people. It's what I recommend you watch instead of everything we've mentioned, except Peacemaker.
Except Peacemaker.
Yeah. But Love on the Spectrum is available on Netflix. I think it has 2 seasons. I've seen 1 episode.
Fantastic.
And I'm saying that it's better than everything we've mentioned.
That says a lot. Oh my god.
Who watched The Matrix?
And as they
Done.
say in Spain,
Exactly.
see you next time.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Hola.
Peace out, bitches!
Yeah! Spanish.